Have you ever had a cold and it was hard to breathe? Can you imagine a world where you step outside and your first breath is the opposite of refreshing, but it makes your lungs feel heavy? This is why taking care of our air is so important. We don't want it to get to that point. We don't want it to get to that point where we step outside of our homes in America and we can't take a deep breath. It's a pretty scary thought. And when our environment thrives, we thrive. So we really need to focus as Americans and as people on the importance of our clean air. As someone who's been sick for a lot of years and, experiencing that, I really have a passion for knocking out those external factors. If we can work on air pollution and as people, rally together and really do what we have to do to get clean air so that we can be healthier, that's important. And that's what we want. I'm hoping that this speech sheds some light on things that we can do to be better about air pollution and just sort of little things here and there about why it's important that we know. For example, my first point, California is the highest particle pollution state out of the entire United States. It has 11.7%. So the average for the air pollution is rising. The particle pollution is rising, and every state ranges from that 11.7, which is California, to Wyoming, which is 3.8%. So all the other states fall into that spectrum, which is scary because there's no states on 1% or even 0%. They're all in between that 4 and that 11.7. So 4 and 12. That's pretty freaky and kind of scary once we think about it. Air pollution contributes to skin disease, heart disease, lung disease, and even little things that we may not realize, like eye irritation and skin irritation, which we might think, oh, it's just my allergies. Well, it could be from the air pollution. So that's scary because it's not the first thing we think about when we have itchy eyes or itchy skin. And it's also lowering our life expectancy rate in the United States because it's contributing to all these things that are the main deaths in the United States. It's really lowering how old we're going to get as a society, as a country, as a race, everything. So that's also scary as well. We really have to think about what that's doing to us as a population. And also, environment-wise, it's ruining the groundwater and affecting the soil, which is making it hard for plants to grow. And that's an entire ecosystem that's being messed up by air pollution. Which leads me to my second point. What can we do to lower our footprint or help be more cautious of air pollution and really understand what we're doing? So participating in your local utility energy conservation programs. So if your town has an idea to change all the light bulbs or, lower your town's usage of water or anything like that, any types of programs that help with the environment or pollution is important. It's important to get involved. And if your town doesn't have one, you can start one. That's always a good thing to get more people involved and to spread the word and to spread the passion for it. Or there's other things like not idling your car. If you park somewhere and you stop and you're just sitting there with the car running, turn it off. Go park somewhere else. Walk. Some other things that help reduce the amount of smoke and yucky air that we're putting out there, which goes along with carpooling and walking or using public transit. And then there's like simple things like running the dishwasher and your laundry only when it's full. So you're not doing half loads here and there and wasting a lot of water and energy. As well as using environmentally friendly cleaners. All that kind of stuff helps lower the footprint, which is important to helping the environment and, again, making us healthier. So that leads me to my third and final point. Yes, these are practical ways to be better about our environment and understand what we're doing to the environment, but Scripture also shows that God would want us to take care of the earth. It is a gift from Him, and there's proof that, hey, He wants us to take care of it. For example, Psalms 95, 4 through 5. In His hand we are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to Him. The sea is His, for He made it His, and His hands formed the dry land. So that's basically just talking about how God formed this beautiful earth as a gift to us. It was here before us, and it truly, truly is something to be treasured at all times. Which brings me to my conclusion. As American people, we should want nothing more than to be healthy and have a healthy environment. And not only is it important right now, but it's important for the future, for the children of the future, for our children's children. Anything big or small, switching cleaners or not running your car. Yes, small things in the big gist of everything, but you are helping make an impact. You are helping make a better future for your children and children's children. And it gives us a chance to thrive in a clean and safe environment. When we think about the children of the future, we want them to have the best possible start. We want them to have a clean environment. We want them to be able to thrive and continue to live on this earth and really do the best they can for their children and for the future. So it's really important that we do it not only for ourselves, but them as well. I hope and pray that you feel inspired to create a healthier environment, or even inspired to do some research to figure out a path that fits you, or however you feel that you're going to be bettering yourself and bettering the environment and following a path that God would want you to, and really working on making this a better place. So I hope you feel that way.